y'all? It's your boy 30, man. We back with another video. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button. We do this every single day. It ain't no NBA. Yesterday it was nothing but baseball. We still made it happen. Today we got some WNBA and some baseball. We're going to make it happen, right? I don't mess with the soccer too much. Y'all know I don't dive on the table tennis. I feel like if you bet in table tennis, you down bad. I had my years doing that. You know how it is. You up 3 in the morning sweating table tennis. It's just not the way you want to bet with your bankroll. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's hop right into the recap. Yesterday, we went 2 and 3 yesterday. The ladder cash. We hit 2 bets, lost 3. It is what it is. We lost like, I think 0.5 unit the way the money split or whatever, but I'm not tripping too much off that. The ladder challenge hit, so that was day 3 where we took $20 basically into $70. So we're going to profit that 48, think 49 and some change, whatever it was, and reset with the 20 today. So I told y'all every 3 days with the ladder challenge, if we can take $20 into $70 every 3 days, who don't want $50 hitting their account every 3 days? That's what I'm talking about. That's amazing. So whether you take it to your bank account for yourself, or you let it stack your bankroll. So this is the second time we done reset in the last 6 days. So we up $100 in 6 days. So that's how right into it, right? So today I got about 6 bets. I got 4 straight bets. Y'all know I love my straight bets. I got 4 straight bets, and then 1 ladder challenge, which is a parlay, and then 1 separate WNBA parlay. I really don't like to do the parlays too much, man. Sometimes I put them on my channel because I know they're popular. A lot of guys like to do it, like the plus money. But sometimes, man, if I like a 2-leg, I'll take a 2-leg if it's still minus 105. Close to double money. You know, I'm all about winning because I feel like if I win more than I lose, I will always profit. You know, if you're new to my channel, we ended last month. We ended May up 17 units on the month, and we had days where we lost 3 days in a row, but we also had days where we won 8 or 9 in a row. So, and you might think, oh, 30 went 4 and 2 and 4 and 2 and 5 and 1. Even though we're not full sweeping, that's growing 2 units a day, 1 unit a day. So stacking them units by the end of the month, you look at your bankroll. If you want to take something out, do something nice for you and your family, or you want to keep stacking and keep stacking and keep stacking it. So I rarely only touch my bankroll unless like I got something serious happen. Like for example, God forbid, knock on wood, if my AC unit break and I need some money, that's some big purchase type stuff. But I'm all about stacking units, man, and growing my money. So that's how I'm to the picks for the day, y'all. Y'all, quick 2, man. WNBA, I told y'all, minus 111, almost double your money. First leg, Minnesota Lynx, first half money line. They lost the last first half money line against the Golden State Valkyries. I was surprised, but I told y'all I'm putting more respect on the Valkyries. But I'm not worried about the Mercury. Minnesota's going to kill them. They definitely going to win the first half. So that's the first leg, Minnesota Lynx first half. Second leg, right? You got the Storm and the Wings under 170.5 total points. I feel so confident in this. On top of all this, when I put this pick in my Discord, my free Discord, I tell y'all about, some of my members like 30. That got to be a lock. I can't even get 170 on my book. You can't even get 170 on FanDuel or Bet365. So I noticed a lot. Sometimes Hard Rock, because it's a newer sports book, you can kind of manipulate it a little more, which I also love. So even though I think I would do fairly well if I was in another state and had FanDuel, or because on FanDuel with the NBA, you can do stuff like alternate the PRA. So my PRA bets, I'm always off by 1 or 2. If I can alternate somebody PRA, I feel like that's free money. But simple 2-leg WNBA, minus 111 odds, almost W money. I told you, if it's a 2-leg that I love, minus 111, I'm going to lock it in. So let's get into the next one. Izzy McBeggar, under 9.5 points, pretty much under 10. Listen, I had to lock this in as fast as I could because I don't see a situation where she gets 8 points. I mean, she averages 7. So I don't know why in a game like this against a defensive team like this that they would even have this lineup, right? And like I say, I'm be curious to see what this line is close to by the time the game start. But if I got it under 9.5, I guarantee they're going to drop it down to 8.5 or even 7.5. This has to be an error because her stats don't show that she's getting 10. Her last 10 games don't show that she's getting 10. Nothing as far as her stats or anything, or even the way she plays shows she's getting 10. I just don't see it. So I feel like this is an error. If she ends up with 15, I'm going to be shook and say this had to be Vegas call. But I just don't see a situation where she ends up with 10 points in today's game. I just don't see it. So Izzy McBeggar under 9.5 points. Let's get into the next one. That's WNBA. Let's get to the next one. MLB. Jack Winkler. Buddy got a funny name. Jack Winkler under 0.5 hits, right? We also got him on a ladder challenge coming up to not get a double. But just for a regular straight bet, Jack Winkler under 0.5 hits, right? I don't see a scenario where he gets a hit and makes it the first base. I just don't see it. I don't even think he's going to hit the ball, honestly. So take away from him making it the first base. I don't even, because a hit is when they can hit the ball and they make it to first base. Kind of like a single, but a hit is slightly different. I don't even see him making contact with the ball in this particular game. I just don't see it. So I had to take it on a straight bet. I took it on the ladder challenge as a double, as y'all going to see in the next clip. But as far as a straight bet, minus 130, 135, stuff like that, Jack Winkler under 0.5 hits. I just think he's going to struggle in today's matchup. he's not the type of batter that's going to come in and get a hit. I just don't see it. So when he bats, I think when he shows up to the mound, I think other pitchers be like, okay, this is an easy at bat. You know what I mean? Like, this is an easy one. So Jack Winkler, under 0.5 hits. Let's get into the next one. Back today when I told y'all we're resetting the ladder challenge. We won the ladder challenge yesterday, but we're going to reset it and go back to day one where we turn $20 into $30. If you want to keep it going, where I think you on day 4 where you take, I think what we got up to $68. It takes $68 and you turn it into 105 or something like that. If you want to do it, that's you. But me, I always reset it because I always say every 3 days, if I can just pocket $50, that's amazing. You know what I mean? If I could just pick up $50 off the ground every single day, hit my account, that's free money if you ask me, especially when you're dealing with guys to not get a run or a double. So you see we got Jack Winkler to not get a double. If I don't think he's going to get a hit, it's impossible for him to get a double. And then I took Matt Tyus to not get a run and not get a double, right? So Matt Tyus is a decent player, but in today's game, I just don't see him getting a hit. That's why I took him to not get a run and not get a double as well. And they're going against an elite pitcher in the Texans-Rangers pitcher today, man. Even the guy that coming in to back up the main guy, it's going to be a great pitching night. So I expect this to be a low-scoring game. And I told y'all, the formula I kind of been following, and it's been working for the last 2 weeks, right? So pick a baseball game that I project to be lower scoring, great pitching to kind of give us that extra room of error. So for these guys to get a hit or get a double, they got to play out of their mind against great pitchers, low-scoring game, pitcher-friendly stadium. Like, everything just fits the under. So this is the ladder challenge for the day, man. Let's get into the next pick. I doubled down. Matt Tyus to not get a hit. We kind of going heavy on the ladder specifications today. So the guys on the ladder, I took them also on the straight bets to not get a hit. So we know for a fact if they don't get a hit, it's all correlated, right? If they don't get a hit, the ladder cashes, right? But they could still get a hit and the ladder still cashes. That's why I love this. So it's such a great room for margin for error. We have a big old margin. So they can get a hit, but they just can't get a double or get a run, which is highly possible. But like I say, both these batters going against great pitchers. I just don't see a situation where Matt gets a hit, right? That's why I took him on the ladder like I just told y'all. So I think this is perfect. And like I told y'all, this is either going to end very, very well or very, very bad. This is either going to double down and be good or double down and be bad. But it's slim chance because, like I said, he can get a hit and not get a double and still not get a run. So even if we lose this straight bet, which I don't think we is, I took him on the straight because I think he's not going to get a hit. So Matt Tyus to not get a hit. I love the odds. Minus 140, kind of close, but I'll still take the minus 140. I'm all about that money, man. So let's get to the next one. Brewers and Reds, last pick of the day. Brewers and Reds, Nerfy. No runs first inning, right? First inning under 0.5, right? We cashed the one yesterday. We've been doing good with this, right? And I will say, I do think that even with great pitchers, it is a bit of luck involved anytime you're talking about that 0.5, because a guy can just hit a home run on some fluke stuff, or a guy can miss a catch and the ball go out and he make it to home. You know what I mean? So anything can happen, but great pitching. I expect a low-scoring game. And normally with low-scoring games, great pitchers, the game starts off very slow. Even though it's scary because you have your best batters at first, but still the game starts off very slow. So once we get through the first, you know what I mean? So I might take the under on this game as well. But if for right now, I'm taking the first inning, no runs. I just think neither team are going to get a run. Honestly, man, it's going to be tough for either team to get to first or second base. That's what I really love. I don't think either team gets to first or second base. So we got Brewers and Reds under 0.5, man. No runs first inning. This is the last pick of the day. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all been tuning in day in and day out. We got just tomorrow, one more day for the NBA Finals, man. But I'm so hyped, man. I feel like game one going to be full of great props we can do. I'm going to hop on it early, man. Like tomorrow night, I'm going to look at everything because the line's already up. And I'm going to look at everything, put my best bets in and trust everything. So, man, you haven't joined my Discord, completely free. The link will be in my description, man. I appreciate all y'all. I'm going to catch y'all in the comments, man. 30 out.